My name is Ahmed Dini. I'm 21 years of age. I live in North Melbourne and I migrated to Australia in 1996. I ended up in Australia after spending 5.5 to 6 years in a refugee camp. So my family obviously were seen as a humanitarian refugees to come to Australia. So we went through the process, and I'm sure my family did fit all those criteria, so that's why we came here in 1996. There's parts of Australia that I love, honestly, that I would never think of Somalia. But there's parts of Somalia that I also love that Australia hasn't given me yet. The fact of sometimes I struggle with social injustice. Like within Somalia, you fit in the crowd, you're one of the people, everybody, no one sees you. But then you come to Australia, and it's not the whole of Australia. I'm not saying this is in the entire, but then there's aspects within the Australian community where people just make their choice just to be racist. So those kind of things you'll never find in Somalia, because obviously you fit in with the rest of the community. But I miss that part, where I just can be Ahmed Dini, not an African or all that kind of stuff. Australia is my home now, so. But then you never know, my mind could change. But if there is an opportunity, honestly, for me to go back to Somalia to contribute to that country, to put in place what I've learned from this country, then why not? That's an opportunity of a lifetime. And in that situation, if I'm going there to help them, well, I will go. But if I'm going there not to help anyone, just live there, I'd rather be here. The Australian Somali Football Association chairman. I have been volunteering in the Horn of African community for the last 6 years. I work closely with young disadvantaged youth, and through sport and through employment, we try to help them engage with society. One of the most satisfying things about my community work is seeing myself as a young community leader, a positive community leader, and doing the work that I do honestly makes me look at me when I was a teenager and not having enough role models in the community. So being a role model to young people who are disengaged in some sense and are from disenfranchised community is one of the satisfying things in the work that I do.
Well, my name is Dr. Berhan Ahmed, and I'm the chairperson of the African think tank and foreign relations for the Eritrean community, and also as a senior research fellow at Melbourne University. There's a lot of Africans with great potential in the music industry, and I guarantee Africa will bring a flavor of music that Australia will be a spot in the international arena. The sport industry, there's a lot of great potential athletics coming, which would be fresh for Australia to earn more gold in the Olympics. It will take some time, but without doubt there is success, and there's a lot of success going on.
We have probably the most diverse, most cultural people in the world, and especially in the city that I live in, Melbourne. You see the different food, the different clothes, the different faces of people. There's so much to learn from one another. I think immigration is good for any nation in the world because there's so much to learn from, and I think every culture brings something good with it, and it brings a brand new idea to this nation, and I think Australia was a successful nation in any sense because of what it was built on. It was built on different people from different backgrounds, and because of immigration, Australia is what it is today. It's a great nation, and it's one of the most recognized countries in the world.
This is the plot of a Flemington cop. 5,000 people living in 4 apartment blocks, 20 stories high, touching heaven's gates. This is the Flemington public housing estate. So many individuals, it's like a small town. Elders walking around, children on the playground, but some don't play, they chase bigger things. No interest in the basketball ring. Let me state the facts. Eritreans, Somalis and Ethiopians take the residency where it was once Greeks, Turks and Vietnamese. When the sun sets, the young kick back. Police need to be aware of what's happening at night where the trouble may brew. Community, we need to keep that word true.